The Girlfriend 2025, directed by Rahul Ravindran, is an emotional and introspective Telugu romantic drama that explores the fine line between affection and obsession, love and control, empathy and self-respect. Starring Rashmika Mandanna and Deekshith Shetty in lead roles, the film attempts to dissect the anatomy of a toxic relationship, one that begins with the promise of love and gradually turns into a web of emotional suffocation and power imbalance. The Girlfriend stands apart from typical love stories for its bold intent and female-driven perspective, though its execution doesn't always match its ambition. The film follows Bhuma Rashmika Mandanna, a young postgraduate literature student who believes in love's power to heal and transform. When she meets Vikram Deekshith Shetty, a charming and confident classmate, their connection feels instant and genuine. The first act of the film captures the youthful innocence of first love, the excitement of shared dreams, and the warmth of mutual admiration. Director Rahul Ravindran sets this up beautifully, using poetic dialogues and soft visuals to pull the audience into their blooming relationship. However, as their story unfolds, cracks begin to appear beneath the surface of what seems like a perfect romance. Vikram's affection slowly mutates into possessiveness. What begins as protective concern turns into manipulation and control. Small restrictions at first, then emotional blackmail, and finally suffocating dominance. Bhuma, who once felt empowered in love, now feels trapped and diminished. The movie's turning point lies in her realization that love cannot exist without freedom and respect. From this moment, The Girlfriend transitions from being a romantic story into a psychological and emotional drama about self-worth and liberation. Rashmika Mandanna carries the entire film on her shoulders, delivering one of the most emotionally charged performances of her career. Her portrayal of Bhuma is deeply nuanced, capturing the fragility of a woman torn between love and independence. In scenes where she questions her own choices and struggles to find her voice, Rashmika's expressions speak volumes. Her performance feels raw, vulnerable, and authentic, and it's evident that she understands the emotional landscape of her character intimately. Deekshith Shetty, as Vikram, is equally convincing. He begins as a charming and relatable young man, making his gradual descent into insecurity and toxicity both believable and disturbing. His performance ensures that the film doesn't turn him into a caricatured villain. Instead, he embodies the complex contradictions of a man who loves yet controls, cares yet cages. Rao Ramesh, playing Bhuma's conservative father, adds emotional weight to the story, representing a generation that values societal image over personal happiness. His presence in the second half creates a striking parallel between patriarchal family structures and possessive romantic relationships. Technically, The Girlfriend is crafted with sincerity. The cinematography by Krishnan Vasant captures the evolving mood of the film, from the warm tones of early romance to the colder, isolating shades of heartbreak. The editing by Anthony ensures a smooth flow, though some sequences, especially in the first half, could have been tighter. The music by Hesham Abdul Wahab adds depth and tenderness, with songs like Maduram and Nuv Nenu complementing the emotional tone. The background score in key moments subtly amplifies Bhuma's internal struggle without overwhelming the narrative. Director Rahul Ravindran deserves credit for tackling such a sensitive subject with honesty. He attempts to portray the psychological toll of toxic love without resorting to melodrama. The writing reflects emotional realism, showing how controlling relationships often develop through gradual patterns of guilt, fear, and dependency. However, the film occasionally falters in pacing. The first half, though beautiful, moves too slowly, and the second half repeats certain emotional beats, diluting the impact of key revelations. The dialogues, while heartfelt, sometimes lean towards overstatement. Despite this, the sincerity of intent remains unmistakable. What makes The Girlfriend significant is its message that love should never demand the surrender of identity. Booma's evolution from silence to self-assertion forms the soul of the movie. Her decision to walk away, though painful, becomes a moment of triumph and healing. This theme resonates deeply in today's context, where emotional abuse often hides under the guise of romance. The film also subtly critiques societal pressure that romanticizes control as care, urging viewers to recognize and confront such red flags. In the end, The Girlfriend is more than a love story, it's a mirror to relationships that blur the boundary between affection and obsession. It's a film that urges self-reflection, especially among young audiences who may mistake possessiveness for passion. Rashmika Mandanna's stellar performance elevates the film, even when the screenplay falters. Rahul Ravindran's sensitive direction ensures that the story remains grounded and emotionally sincere. Overall, The Girlfriend is a well-intentioned and emotionally rich film that succeeds in parts, thanks to its powerful message and strong performances. Despite its slow pacing and a few predictable stretches, it remains a relevant and heartfelt portrayal of self-discovery and emotional courage. I would rate it 3.5 out of 5 stars, a commendable attempt that balances love and introspection, anchored by a career best act from Rashmika Mandanna.
Hope you like the video. See you with another interesting video. Bye then, signing off from Black and Blank.